Welcome to the Super Conscious Mastermind. Today is March 16th, and we are off and running. We have Ronnie here. Jamie's coming in a second. So let's just start. The first question I have is, what's life been like since we talked?
Amazing.
Really?
Amazing. Yeah, I think I didn't have awareness, so it's almost like prior to us
Now,
speaking.
okay, let me interrupt you for a second. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to teach you. Okay.
Mm,
I'm going to teach you awareness, and then you can make choices.
mm,
Go ahead.
I like that. But yeah, so I think
So
just
give me an
knowing
example when you say it's amazing. Like what's something where you flipped it?
yesterday, perfect example. My partner had asked me to go buy this kind of like pastry so she can make samosas. And typically the old me, after like two stores, if I go and they don't have it, I'll lose my shit or I'll be like, I don't want to do this shit no
Oh,
more. Like I'm going
what the
home.
fuck she asking me to do this for? I shouldn't be out
Exactly.
buying pastries.
Exactly. Exactly. And I've just had like, because I'm continuously telling myself that I'm capable and to have a positive mindset. And no matter what, like even me being in the shower, I'll just be like, and before, I was just asked to do things and I sensed it coming. I sensed like the negative energy trying to come. And it was like almost the first time that I can talk to myself and be like, hey, I see you coming. I'm not going to pay attention to you.
Yeah,
Stay down.
yeah.
So that was cool. And same thing yesterday. I went to one store, they didn't have it. Second store, they didn't have it. Third store, they didn't have it. Go to the fourth store, and they're like, "Oh, I don't think we have it." And I was just being patient. I was like, "Just be positive, be patient." Met some gentleman came by and he's like, "Hey, I'll go bring you to someone who's in charge of this department. He should probably know better." And that person pointed me exactly where it was, and that one thing that we needed to get turned out to be like the best thing we cooked yesterday. So everybody enjoyed it, and just goes to show how like it might be a little example, but to me it was just like because my partner was like,
No, this is not a little example at all. This is massive, Ronnie.
yeah,
Massive.
so I got a new opportunity. I've been like even last week after our conversation, I had to write it was like my first assignment with this new company that hired me to write. And at first, before we talked, funny enough, I was like, I don't know, I'm not confident, I'm worried about writing. And after we talked, it was like a complete flip. Like Friday, I was just like, on my way home, I was like, you are capable of doing this, like you are capable. You do have enough. You do have everything it takes to write a great story. And I was just like, just think about what do you want people to think of when you're writing this. And I just want to write with so much confidence, send it to the editor, and he's like, hey, this have any feedback. And he posted it. I sent it to the person who directed the film. He absolutely loved it. And I was just like, wow. Yeah, so a lot, a lot of positivity has been going on this
So
past week.
so you told that liar to shut up and go sit in the corner.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
The thing the thing that you've identified here, unbeknownst to you, is going to be the most important thing. And that when you it was when you mentioned how it felt.
Mm,
How did how do these experiences feel?
free. Like you don't feel consumed by anything. You don't
Yeah.
feel you don't feel like drained by anything. You don't feel
So
like,
so so they're so they're energizing, not draining.
exactly. Perfectly
Uh-huh.
said.
How else
Exactly.
how else do they feel?
Liberating. Um, it's just amazing. It's like because you taught me, you emphasize to operate from love, so when you're just doing things
Mhm.
and you're knowing like, it's not about me losing my patience because I have to find pastry. It's about finding this thing so that other person can be really happy. And
What it's about, you know what it's really about?
mhm,
Your commitment to your word.
mm, powerful.
It's about you being energetically responsible.
Mm,
It would have been all right after the third store if you had stopped. It would have been all right if you stopped after the second store or even the first store. But what wouldn't be right was how you felt about it. The energy that drove the choice to stop. Does that make sense?
a lot, yeah.
What was the energy in the past?
Negative, angry, um,
Right.
not no patience, you know, temperament. So like anything could just, you know, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
looking for a reason to be angry or to feel
Yeah,
that
that's
emotion.
exactly that's exactly it. You're just looking for a reason to be angry because that anger is in there. And we're going to get to that anger. That anger is great. Okay. And you've got to release it. Otherwise, it's going to come out. But let me tell you what's wrong with the anger. The story that's creating the anger isn't true anymore.
Mm,
You can't have an emotion without a story. What's the story behind the anger?
um, just keep thinking of my past constantly.
What's the story? What are you angry about
Um,
in your past? Listen, it's okay to be angry.
mhm,
To, but if you're angry about something, it's okay to be angry about that and move that emotion. But if you don't move the emotion, then it stays inside you and it's going to come out in an unsuspecting way. Okay. Let me give you an example. Yesterday, I was in a meeting with someone. Okay.
mhm,
Someone I really respect, PhD, blah, 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 blah. Right. We're creating a course and we got some work back from a graphic artist. All right. We were going through it. This other person started criticizing it and saying, based on what has been spent, the work that's been done isn't right. And so I stopped. I said, hold it just a second. I just heard you say that you felt like this work could be done for that much money instead of what was spent. Is that correct? She said, yes. I said, okay, this project is yours now. You're in charge. Well, what do you mean I'm in charge? I don't want to be in charge. I said, well, you can go get it done for that much less. I am not going to sit here and listen to comments like that. You can just do the project and I'll support you. No, I don't want to do it. I said, well, if you don't want to do it, then you can never make a comment like that again to me, or I'll scrap the
mm,
whole project. Because I'm not going to listen to you with these comments about judgment and other bullshit that, right? It doesn't support. We've got something we need to get completed. And she was like, no, I'm not doing it. I said, okay, never another word. I said,
mm,
I don't care what we've got done. And I really, because I've worked with this person, I don't care what it costs.
mhm,
All I care about is getting this completed.
mhm.
And that's what I'm going to do. So I don't know what the final cost is going to be. I don't want to hear another word about it.
Yeah,
Or you can run the project. That now that just put an end to it. Hey
I like
Jamie.
that.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you? Ronnie, meet
Pretty
Jamie.
good.
Hey, Jamie. Pleasure
So,
to meet you. I'm Ronnie.
how are you?
So Ronnie,
Uh,
Ronnie,
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good.
Ronnie came to me. I guess it was a week ago because he heard me on a podcast and was like, "Man, I'm ready to change." Right.
Yeah.
So, and you're in Ottawa, right, Ronnie?
Yes, I am.
You're in Ottawa. So tell Jamie what's happened in this week.
Oh man. Feel
What
like
was your
the
biggest challenge?
my biggest challenge.
Mhm.
Well, was it the yesterday story that I was telling you?
No, no, just in general.
Letting go of
Lack of
my
lack of
anger.
confidence.
Yeah, lack of confidence, living just with abundance and unprisoner mindset, And since our first conversation, just confidence has continuously stayed at the forefront of my mind. So like every single thing I've done, from like new opportunities, people I've spoken to, like I feel a different energy. And it's because I'm telling myself every day that I'm capable, I'm confident, I shouldn't feel like I don't belong or I can't, like at the end of the day I learned we're our own worst nightmare. There's nothing in the way of stopping us from reaching our dreams. It's really just ourselves. So so
No, no truer words were ever spoken.
for real. So, just
This is
learning that and
here.
understanding.
Here's somebody in their first week teaching us how to do it. Right? It's true.
Yeah. So that's one thing I've learned just this past week has been life changing. I just had this new confidence, a new perspective, trying to live without continuously just thinking of anger or reasons to be angry and just being free. Has made a big difference for me just in 1 week alone.
Wow. Um,
How about you, Jamie? What choices have you made this week for yourself?
um, I've been living I've been more conscious of the present and being in the physical and out of my head, which has been because I recognize how much I've been there lately. And then it's also been like at times really exhilarating to like see how quickly things like instantly get back on flow with me.
Mm-hmm.
That's been like, yeah, that's been huge. Because I can let go of like, I can just let go so much because there's so much in my head, and then it just gets me like
Bogged
taking
down.
like in the action, like just puts me into action, in the present. Well, it puts me in the present, and then it makes me take action, and my mind then gets clear, and it empties, and the weight get lift, weight gets lifted, and then a lot of like things start happening like instantly, like that
Mm-hmm.
support like my intentions and whatnot. And um so and that's based on like my lessons and whatnot, and I'm just seeing how soon I can be with the person that I am, and just the power in that. It's just nice to have that, like it's nice it's nice to have something to like go back to at any moment, and then get like immediate results like anywhere I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
uh yeah.
So, so
Listen, living.
Ronnie, yeah, no. What's amazing is what he's talking about is your energy, your divine powers, and what I'm going to do this. We're going to do right now, Ronnie, is I'm going to take you through yours. Okay. Now, here we have many things that affect us in life, but the majority of the challenges are all out in the physical, but they're created by our lack of awareness inside us. Okay. Okay. I don't want you taking any notes today, Ronnie.
Okay.
And I'll tell
Sounds
you
good.
why. I'm gonna go through a document with you. I'm gonna send you this whole document. Okay.
Perfect.
Your
Thank you.
life is about to really change.
Awesome.
So
sorry, are you going to record this or not?
it is being recorded.
Is it? I don't know if it is.
Yep.
Oh, it is. Okay, there it is. Sorry, I just saw my button. Okay, cool.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, no, it's being recorded. So here's the thing that I learned. This is the most amazing thing I've ever learned. Okay. Because when I learned this, I went, oh my God, this is the crowning achievement in physical form, being life on earth, physical form, right? And that's our energy. We have 7 chakras, and there are 7 energies that flow through these chakras, starting with the root chakra, going up to the crown chakra. Okay. And on my path, I just discovered I had this gift that I could figure out what a person's energies were, Ronnie. Okay. Now, so I do a meditation. I've got your energies. I'm going to go through them. But here's the deal. When these energies are flowing, and they always are, and you don't know what they are, they come out as penalties. So when we look at these energies, these powers that you have, we're going to look at the penalty side of it first. That way you'll be able to identify whether or not it's close. Okay, fair enough? Because you're the one that determines it, not me. I mean, I go do the meditation and get the information. I'm sorry, I've just got to shut a couple things here and pull this up. So there's 7 different energies, Ronnie, and I only why did that file disappear on me? Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. We have these 7 different energies, but what I found out is that we have 3 primary energies that really control us. Okay. And these 3 primary energies, if you've ever watched a Disney movie where the pirate goes out on the gangplank on the ship and he takes out his spyglass and he's looking through his telescope, it's a 3-piece telescope. There's a small piece, the eye, that slides into the middle, right? So I'm going to explain to you after how these energies work that same way. So to begin with, the energy that you have that is the greatest energy is divine order, right? Now, Jamie, pay attention to this because you've got divine order too, but you don't have divine order as your primary energy. Your divine order is your secondary energy, Jamie. So when you don't understand the energy of divine order, Ronnie, here's some things that you'll experience. See if you relate to these. You would have a tendency to do whatever's necessary to keep people happy to avoid drama.
Yep. Yeah, 100%.
You could continually accommodate others at any cost because you hate it when people are upset with you.
Yep. That's very me. Yeah, 100%.
If reality doesn't match your perfect plan, you'd become disappointed and judge yourself.
Exactly.
Your love
That's
for
really
beauty, your love for beauty could turn to perfectionism and paralyze you.
That's deep.
You could engage in obsessive behaviors in a way of planning, organizing, getting prepared, making sure that everything's perfect.
Yes, very true.
And you could give excessive attention to your outward appearance because you're concerned about how others would judge you.
Wow. Very true. Yeah.
Is this close?
This is not even close. This is 100% accurate.
So, are you identifying to these two, Jamie? You're muted.
All right. Yeah, these are the same traits, which is great that we can do this together and
Yeah,
relate
you're
and
going.
work on the same
What
things.
you're seeing is, because it's Ronnie's biggest gift, how it plays much bigger than yours. Yet
Mhm.
you're going to see all the same tendencies and energies.
Mhm.
So, Ronnie, the power of divine order is what you breathe. You just breathe order. And what happens is, because it's energy, when you were younger, when people got upset with you, this affected your energy. You may have understood why they were upset with you, but it fractured. It's like you're like Humpty Dumpty, your shell gets all broken. Do you relate to that? So, this is the same as lack of confidence. This is just an energy. So, do you want to hear when you're aware of the energy and you choose to use it? What happens?
Yes, please.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. This is an energy where you bring harmony, balance, beauty, order, perfection, and peace to life. This is who you are.
Wow.
Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you notice how you're not thinking it?
Mm-hmm.
You're being it. You help others realize the beauty of form and functionality. That's why writing would be good. The writing form and being functional. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For you, not only
Wow.
do things have, hang on, son, we just started.
Wow.
For you, not only do things have to be beautiful, but they have to function beautifully also.
Exactly.
You're always totally together and you thrive on orderly, organized, and beautiful spaces.
Yes. I don't know how you did that, but
You like to create deliberately in an organized and structured way that doesn't upset balance. You do not like drama because highly emotional, intense situations make you feel uncomfortable because they lack the balance that you embody. Does that make sense?
100%.
You can feel the difference. Your love of beauty and order could cause you to move towards perfectionism. Your sense of order could cause you to also to believe that there's a right way to do things your way. It's not about your way, it's about your energy, this energy that you bring to a situation. If you lead with the energy, everybody will follow.
Mm.
You're an excellent how-to trainer that gives others methods, systems, and blueprints, allowing them to stay in harmony and balance. Now, when I talk about methods, systems, and blueprints, both of you guys are in heaven, because a method, a system, and a blueprint is safe. It creates balance. You move forward in an organized way. Do you see how that feels?
Mm-hmm.
You get that, Jamie?
Yep.
Uh, you teach others how to move forward in an organized, deliberate way that allows them to stay peaceful and balanced within themselves. And you show them by being that yourself. So, Ronnie, what do you think about that?
This was just, man, I can't even put it into words. Like, almost want to get emotional, but
It's very emotional. You know why?
mm,
Do you know why it's emotional?
why?
Because this is what you breathe.
Mm,
Nothing else is true, Ronnie. You know that as well as I do, don't you?
dude,
Is there a doubt in your mind?
not zero doubt.
So this is your biggest gift. Now we're going to go to your second one because they kind of get intertwined. Okay. So we're pretty close with that first one.
100% close, 1,000.
Okay. Your second gift, and this isn't one of your bigger gifts, Jamie. Yours is divine power. Okay. This is the kick ass divine gift, in my opinion. I just love this gift. I mean, Jamie has it. He doesn't have it with the same amount of energy that you do. I'll explain the energies later. When you have divine power flowing through you and you're not aware of it, misalignment with your divinity allows you to create nothing. Non-constructive use of this gift keeps you very busy with no productivity. Did we just hit the nail on the head?
Yeah. Wow.
You believe you're doing different and wonderful things, but it's just a different look to being busy and non-productive. Or here's another one. There's so many possibilities, you don't want to rule any out. That's a real trap. Or other people move too slowly for you.
Yeah,
Or you take on too many duties just because of your need to be productive.
exactly.
You ignore your basic need of solitude and you get upset with others for wasting your time. And this can all lead to you being more reclusive.
Again, spot on.
So here's what divine power is. This is access to divine power through free will and choice. We all have this. Divine power is the manifestation power. When you connect to divine power and you choose and commit to something, it happens. End of conversation. Only you can stop it. Access to divine power through free will and choice. Here's the positive side. You teach others, Jamie, pay attention to this. This is a good one for you. You teach others how powerful we are in creating our own experience through choice. Others are watching. And when you use choice properly, you excel and you're so you just people are like, whoa, what the hell is going on over there? Right? It's just choice and commitment. By the way, how's your confidence level doing, Ronnie? Huh?
It's going up.
So freedom of choice is very important to you, Ronnie, and a sense of freedom is one of your most important values. That's the first thing that you said to me when I asked you about how your week was with confidence. You remember what you said to me?
Mm,
What did you
right.
say?
I felt free.
You felt free. You you are highly energetically sensitive and have an innate understanding of energy. You teach others divine power by the use of intuition and manifesting. You just go create stuff. You may be very intuitive or psychic. You manifest quickly and powerfully. Results come easily when you're aligned with your divinity. Everybody listen to that. When you're aligned to this energy, stuff happens. It's that simple. You take actions easily because you understand that action is what creates your experience. Jamie, there's a good one for you. Action actually is what creates your experience, not what's going on in your head. You're a natural leader. Your strong desire for self-determinations means you may not have enjoyed being a child, Ronnie, not being able to make your own choices. Like, choice is important to you. That was the first thing you said. You said, after you got fired, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you see how your internal just yearning to make your own choices, how does that feel?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Mm-hmm.
And you get to be responsible for them, which is even more amazing. You help others. You offer transformation by helping others step into their own role as a conscious creator of their experience through choice and responsibility. So there's divine power. What do you think?
Again, spot on.
Now, your third one is divine creation. This is the one that has been the challenge for Jamie. Okay. Divine creation, like, you always have stuff going through your head. You have a stream of information flowing through you. Do you identify with that, Ronnie?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
This information is useless to you, to both of you.
Mm.
It's useless. Just let it go. If it keeps coming, write it down. If you're supposed to do it, it's going to come back. It's going to come back it's going to come back so clearly, like make it come to your front door and beg you to move forward with it. Because the universe will do that. The signs will come in so strong. Okay. So the trap here is you get stuck in your head. Do you identify with that, Ronnie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You've got to stay in the physical. The beauty and the power in divine creation is amazing, because what divine creation says is that thoughts create. And what divine creation is about, now get this is a very fine point. It's all about the process of bringing something into the physical.
Mm.
There's no completion with it. Divine creation is your ability to focus on the process and take things from a step by step basis. Do you see it that way, Jamie?
I do now. And that's actually really strong, because I'm like always after, like, part of it is the completion, and to realize that there is no completion, that
There's
it's
no
just
completion.
bringing stuff in as a continuous, ongoing. It also makes it like, it makes 100% sense that that's the way, these things, like these fruitions in my thinking and in my head, and then it's like, okay, well, if I do bring them into the physical, like, they're supposed to, like, be completed, and then it's on to
Mm-mm.
something else. But it does make sense that nothing ever does really get completed, and everything does continue, or evolve, I should say. Maybe
What
evolve
happens?
is the word.
What
Yeah.
happens in the clarity process? A week ago, Ronnie had no confidence. Ronnie talked to Bill. Bill told Ronnie that it was his choice whether or not he wanted to have confidence or not. No one else, just his. Ronnie said, "What do you mean?" I said, "You just choose confidence." It's that simple. Ronnie chose confident. So it's acting in the physical. He made the choice. And for you, it's just the process of where it's at and what the next step is, Jamie. That's the whole piece. When you look at creation and Ronnie with no confidence and now confidence, you have more clarity today. Is that right, Ronnie?
Yes.
Let me ask you another question. You even have more clarity now that we've spent a half an hour together than you did when you got here. Is that true?
Definitely.
This afternoon, you're going to have more. There's no end to getting clarity. There's no completion in what you're working on. It's just another step in the overall process. You may do a project for somebody and hand it off, but it's just a step in your process of gaining clarity, Jamie.
Right.
Make sense?
Yeah.
And this is where you're getting trapped. And, you know, so it's being in the physical. Jamie, would you like an assignment that'll really help you stay in the physical?
Yeah.
Okay. Any meeting you have, okay, you have to be in position for the meeting, set up, ready to go 5 minutes before it starts. That should scare you. But that will bring you into the physical. That will bring you into the physical, to the commitment to your calendar. And then you sit there and you have 5 minutes to breathe of abundance. Feels weird, right?
Yeah.
Try it and see.
Yeah.
I'm
I
10 minutes.
I aim for like I aim for like the like on the dot, and it doesn't, and then
You
I
never
miss
get
the
there.
mark.
You never.
I miss the mark. Yeah.
And so
Well,
what
yeah.
I'm asking you to do, and pay attention to this, Ronnie, is you say, I've made a commitment to do this. I'm going to respect my commitment and be there 5 minutes early and be set up and be ready to go. Okay. I'm 10 minutes early. That's how much I value my commitments to do things. I have 10 minutes to just hang out. But I don't come running in late. I don't this. I'm there. I'm present. I'm in the physical, living my life to what I've committed that day. So just be with that, Jamie. So again, you know, so for divine creation, that's a great assignment. That's a great assignment for you too, Ronnie, right? Because divine creation takes you out to never land. You never get anything done. It's just
Yeah.
But and it'll take you to where you're emotionally locked down and you can't move. You know, with one person who was locked down like that, who had a lot of divine creation, I had them get a desk calendar, and they could put their calendar on the internet, but they also had to have one that was written. Why would I tell them to have one that's written, Ronnie? What do you think? Think, what is divine creation about?
Taking an idea into the physical almost.
What happens when you write it down?
It's physical.
It's physical. How does that feel to you?
Very true. I love it.
It feels safe. It would feel safe to you. You see, because you take it out of thin air, boom. The stuff going through your head isn't part of your life. So what you're committing to when you get trapped with it is a waste of time. Whatever's supposed to be in your life is right in front of you. You don't have to worry. It's all coming. It'll all come. Don't worry about that stuff, because the clearer we are in the moment, the clearer I am right now, the more access I have to universal wisdom. and we'll talk about that after. Does that make sense, Jamie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's very clear.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it's a lengthy explanation about divine creation, but divine creation's a bitch. It's not the worst one. The worst one's divine compassion. Divine creation is the second one, though. The second one that, as far as penalties, it's difficult. The reason divine compassion is the worst one, when you look at these, Ronnie, like when you look at compassion, okay, or you look at creation, okay, there's either no creating or over creating when the pendulum swings. So you want to be in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you look at compassion, there's no compassion for anybody, just heartless, or you're over compassionate and can't say no. And for people who have a lot of divine compassion, they can't say no. They just
Yeah.
by the time I get to them, their lives are so far gone that we just work on the fact that no is a complete sentence, and it's so hard for them. So the difference here is what you're dealing with is in the non-physical, and it's all this creative stuff that doesn't matter. What matters is you have the open space to let the creation flow into whatever you're bringing into the physical in the moment. So divine creation, the intensity of these are the negatives. The intensity of your emotional life causes you to get locked up in your inner world and prevent you from creating. You can wallow in your emotions rather than releasing them through constructive actions. You find yourself constantly going inward, examining and re-examining your feelings and sensations. Or your balance could swing the other way entirely, where you create obsessively in the physical world. Or then you just run yourself ragged. Do those sound familiar to you, Ronnie?
They do.
So here's what divine creation is in the positive. This is a grounded, that's a very important word. This is a grounded realm that teaches us about the value of experience. How would you explain that to me, Ronnie? A grounded realm that teaches us about the value of experience. Remember, this is energetic. Okay.
I think okay, not to think, but
good one.
I feel like I feel as though that means in a way of, like you say, just letting go of all your creativity in a sense. And whatever you do decide, whatever does come to your front door and you decide to open it and bring it in, is to, when you put it into physical, to just continuously have that approach, I feel like. And that's how you build experience until, maybe with one
So
of those experiences, you find a niche.
You actually did this the other day. This is a grounded realm that teaches us about the value of experience. Explain to Jamie about buying pastries. That's a grounded realm.
Oh yeah.
Did it teach you about the value of experience?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I went to 4 different stores to buy this pastry thing that I continuously seen at stores, but they would just be like, "Oh, we don't have it. Oh, I've never seen this. Go to another store." They'll say, "I think it's there. I think it's there. Don't have it. Go to
What would
another
you have done
store."
in the past?
I say, "Fuck this. I'm going home," and get angry. Like, just look for, probably give them attitude, be like, "You don't know how many stores I've been through. Like, do you guys have it or not?" And get home or call my partner and probably cuss and say, "I don't want to fucking look for this," But yeah.
Jamie's out of, yeah, we're all going, yeah, we're all familiar with it.
So what was your solution? What was this just this is just something you experienced?
Yeah, that was yesterday. My partner wanted to, well, she was hosting her friends and she really wanted to make this particular dish. And I was even going to propose, say, you know what, figure something out, figure something else, don't use the pastry. But I sensed that she really wanted to use that specific one. So I was like,
you could feel it. You could
Yeah,
feel it. Good. Yeah.
exactly.
Notice that.
And I didn't want to take no for an answer, you know. And she was even like, you know what, if you can't find it, just come back home.
I
She
see.
felt sorry. Yeah, but I was
So
like,
you ran
mhm,
yourself ragged looking for it, and
exactly.
you weren't taking care of yourself
No,
over
actually, it was just the
over a
opposite.
task or what?
No,
What happened?
it was great. Like, because the old me would have complained, would have looked for a reason to get
Oh,
angry
so you weren't
and
angry.
just say, I wasn't at all. I was
You
like,
just went, what'd you
I
do?
looked at it funny enough because I've been like on a working out wave, and I was like, you know what? I actually got in a lot of steps, and I completely changed my perspective on it. You know, like I ended up being happy that, like, hey,
You're meant to be
I,
doing this.
yeah,
How did you
I got it probably.
how did you feel when you walked through the front door with it?
Oh
Or
my gosh, like man, like Superman. Honestly, I
now
was
you
like
now you want to take it to an even higher level?
100%.
Okay. The next time that happens and you do that, say, no, my confidence, I'm going to stick with this and see. You find it, and you walk through the front door, and here you are, honey, I got it for you. And you never say a word about going to four stores.
Yeah. I was gonna say, did you have a
Mm,
big story about it? Did you give yourself a gold a gold star?
yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Did you
right.
hurt your arm
You're right.
when you're patting yourself on the back?
Good point. Good point. I like
See
that.
when you put the humility in there, it
Hmm.
supercharges it. But
That's very true.
listen, you're going to hear me say this a lot. You're going to go through life here for the next few months with clown shoes on, Ronnie. Okay. What does that mean? You're going to be trying new things. So you're going to bang your shoes into the furniture. Don't worry about it, man. Wear the shoes.
Hmm.
Go for it. You know, you've got to have now that you've had that experience buying a pastry, the choice you would make in any situation is so different now. Wouldn't you agree?
Hmm.
Just because of the experience you had.
That's true.
Yeah. I wanted to mention how that's like a direct like control switch to the power of like responsibility,
Mm-hmm.
because you're being responsible for the physical things that are, I mean, you're being responsible for the way you handle the situation. And I like how it's such a little situation, because a lot of people tend to talk about these big things, these big events, like
Hmm.
said, like lost my job or this and that. But it's
Hmm.
like the I think these little things are the most important things, because
Hmm.
they're the tangible physical things that happen. You don't physically,
Mm,
there's nothing physical really about like, these big events that happen in your mind or
you're
change
right.
your life, but like, but it's a very physical thing when you're, doing, 3,000 steps to get,
Yeah.
and that's like
Hmm.
something that's actually what's going on in your life, and
Hmm.
that's your focus. And it seems like not something you would even, you're gonna write home about, but it's like, but that's where you've taken the response. Like for me too, it's like taking, anytime I can take like full responsibility for a small action, um where in the past I would have had the opposite reaction,
Hmm.
that's when mountains move in my life, or
Mm,
I'm about to like have a trigger reaction, and then I
hmm.
instead choose the exact opposite. All of a sudden
Mm,
I'm like, it's like I took power over my whole world, not just myself and
hmm.
my anger or
Hmm.
anything.
Your
I just
whole
took over my whole
that's
destiny. And that's why
it.
that little thing, that is gonna like be the butterfly
Mm,
effect to the rest of your life. Just
I love
yesterday,
that.
doing that action.
Hmm.
So
We
Hmm.
can't.
from an
I
energetic,
love
and I
that.
want to make sure I've got to get through the rest of these because we haven't finished talking about divine creation. But from an energetic perspective, this piece, this is the grounded realm that teaches us about the value of experience. I think you're really getting that now, Jamie. It's just about the value of the experience you're in a grounded realm. And your challenges in this are far greater than Ronnie's, but Ronnie's challenges come more with divine order because he hates it when people are upset with him. And goes with his lack of confidence and all of that, which we don't have to worry about anymore because you can just step in and bring harmony and balance to the situation, Ronnie. But but you can see, even though the challenges are greater, you connect completely on the energetic feelings that go with it. And that's where the whole texture in life is. That's where the beauty of life is right there. It's right there. You bring energies, divine creation, you bring energies of manifestation, of creating physical things and physical experiences, and help others embrace money, sexuality, and the joy of the physical realm. For you guys with divine creation, it's all about the physical realm. You go off into the other realm and you're in trouble. You're a builder, you would enjoy creating brands, businesses, or communities. You teach others how to be embodied and maybe drawn to help others embrace their physicality through athletics. Ronnie, does this sound familiar? Yoga, right? And you may be drawn to study money, finance, investing, and everything to do with building wealth. But any misalignment to your purpose with divine creation will impact you heavily. Any misalignments to your purpose impact you heavily financially. So it's being grounded in the realm of the current experience with this. Very, very, and that's what you did yesterday is you made that choice. You see, even if you had chosen, and you shouldn't have yesterday, going to completion, going to that fourth store, that changed your life. Buying a pastry, it changed your life. Would you agree? What was your level of success after you got the pastry? How did you feel?
Great, like mission accomplished.
It was off the charts. Yeah. Yeah. So, and the physical world will always create more abundance for you than the virtual world. It's all about the physical experience for you guys. So Ronnie, I'm going to send you this whole document. Everything I just read to you, I'm sending you a PDF. Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
So let me explain these gifts again. Jamie's gifts are authentic self-expression, divine creation, and divine order. Yours, Ronnie, are divine order, divine power, and then divine creation. Okay. So you have those three gifts. Divine power is your biggest gift. There's 7 gifts total, but these make up the bulk of who you are. And so by focusing on this, when your energy is in alignment with these gifts, you'll be in alignment with all the other gifts. Right? The divine order, and don't get lost in these percentages because they don't really mean anything. They just come to me in my meditation, was up in the 40 percentile for you, Ronnie. Divine power was like 25 percentile, and divine creation was like 17 percentile. So between there's, you're somewhere 80% of your divine gifts. There's 4 more gifts, but they're smaller percentages. And the percentages might not even be accurate. What is accurate is the size of the energy and the way it affects you. Does that make sense? What do you think?
I love it. Super. It gives me incredible clarity, and it's liberating to know, like, okay, I'm not crazy, Like,
boy, now that's what
yeah.
I said when I started learning this stuff. I mean, I'm not crazy.
Yeah, you know, there's nothing wrong with you.
I mean, how does this make you feel? Seeing this is who you are energetically. This isn't you in the physical. This is what you breathe. Does that make sense?
A lot of sense.
Does that make sense to you, Jamie?
Yeah,
You
puts you,
breathe this energy.
yeah, it's like gives just, it's not that you don't just feel like um not crazy or not like different or like there's something wrong. It's like when you know these things, then you can, it's like you can then do what you want with the entire world, you know, because you, it's like you're now
You
like, it's like you've been given like the um the cockpit or that UI, you know, or that that heads up display, and
yeah,
you can go.
and it's
I don't know, when you're in tune with it, then you can, you know, you just you get that, you get all the signals, and then
Yeah.
you know, and you're confident with who you are and what's going on, and then you can, and you know how to like react. Wait, sometimes you don't because it happens and we're not perfect, but at least you know the difference and you know what's going on, and you don't feel out of control.
That's true.
well, you,
So,
you know, you know that something's out of whack, even though you can't change it in the moment. You can always exit. You can do whatever you need to do to take care of you, and then you can go see why it was such a disturbance to you. Inside of you, there's some story that created that disturbance, and you get to change the story.
yeah, and if anything, you're taking responsibility like now, which is like,
Oh,
I feel like some
that's
people
the
never do it, and this makes you take responsibility because you're like, wait, everything's about me here. This isn't about anybody else or
so
anything
important.
else. It's
I
not
see what
about
you
You
mean.
get
going on
there,
out there.
there's nobody in the world but you, Ronnie. There's nobody out there. You didn't get that pastry for your partner yesterday. You got it for you. This was your lesson. This was your choice. You stepped into it because of confidence, and you said the perfect thing. It felt like it was really important to her. That means you're connected to her, to your partner, energetically. It's not words, it's energy. You chose to do it, became responsible for it, and then tested the system a little bit of what I'm teaching you. And lo and behold, it showed up pretty easily, even though you had to go to 4 stores. But the sense of accomplishment that comes with that, and the ability to know that you've gotten that with love for the benefit of all involved at the party who actually love the favorite dish. None of which we care about. It's just the way it ended up.
Yeah.
All we care about is what was your energy when you did it, and you did great, until you got through the door and you got home.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Even if she had asked, was it hard to find? Yeah. What do you mean? Then she'd be, and I'm assuming your partner's a woman in these days. I guess I should clarify that. But your partner goes, what do you mean it was hard to find?
Yeah.
They would feel bad that they put you through that, right?
Yeah.
They'd say, no, it was hard to find, but it was a joy to do. Being hard doesn't mean it was bad. See, to them, it means it's bad. You see how crazy we communicate?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you say that. Now she's upset because she's had you do that, and it took you so long, and that energy is going into her party, and when she's baking or whatever, whoever they are, right? I mean, you just see the way this energy just goes out, all that toxin. And everybody lives that way. So it's anytime you interact with anybody else, you're in that toxic energy field, because just imagine, Ronnie, everyone in the world is just as lost as you were. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
That's what you're
It's
dealing
insane.
with when you're out there.
Yeah.
So if you're not in a position to come from a place of love, you're going to get into
Mm,
some scraps because they don't know what's going on. What they're doing is they're trying to survive.
Yeah, and just watch it when you drive your car. How many
yeah.
people honk and getting upset, honk at you if you wait a millisecond when the light turns green.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
the amount of the what people. I mean, that's a good reminder of. For me, it is. I should say just
I
because
see it all the
I'm in
time. Yeah.
LA. I'm in LA. It's just, but it's like it's just so nice when you're just in your world and not in everybody
Mm,
else's. Or
Now when I pull
hmm.
up
events
to
that happen to you, everything. Just I'm grateful for everything. These
Hmm.
big losses are not. I'm now look at them as big opportunities. Like
Mm,
where is this? Like
I
there's
love
so
that.
much. There's just so much cool. There's just. I mean, I can't even get into it. Like all this stuff when it's awesome. Yeah.
you see it everywhere. It's I pull up to a stop sign now, and if there's another car there pulls up, what I do, I always go like this. You first. Just it shocks a lot of people. Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah,
I
you
have
might
all
have
the time.
just made their whole day. Just that one
I
little
have all
thing.
the time in the world.
Yeah.
When you're rushing around, there's signs in the physical that show us that we're not connected to the physical in our behavior,
Mm,
right? It was like
hmm.
the assignment I gave Jamie about, okay, 5 minutes early for meetings. Then you got 5 minutes to make a list, do whatever, but you're there, you're prepared, you're ready, and it's you commit. This is a commitment to you. That way you're in the physical. If you don't, then you're not. Little stopgaps like that. What questions do you have, Ronnie?
What's your perspective on death, losing a loved one?
Everybody's going to die. Everybody's trying to get to death safely. They aren't even living life.
Mm,
Fear of loss is probably one of the biggest fears. The irony of it is that fear of loss comes from fear of a loss of a loved one, be it a child, a partner, a spouse, a parent, a brother, sibling, whatever. But everybody's going to die. So instead of having fear of loss, why not make the most in the moment
mm.
and know that this is temporary? Nobody's getting out of this alive,
Yeah, you're right.
right?
That's the reality. Yeah.
I mean, do you see the insanity of it? Like, we have this moment. This is a time to say, I love you. This is a
Hmm.
time to just be loved, to
Mm,
cherish this moment that we've got, because in the overall scheme of things, we aren't even here for a nanosecond. Really. And everybody's running around trying to get more money, more of this, instead of just being love and being in service and having this energy out there and just watch the way it flows and watch everything happen and just enjoy the incredible experience.
I love
So,
that.
I know that last week you were late for our meeting because you took your grandmother shopping. Like, that's really
Hmm.
beautiful. Like, go be love and just be with her and just like, that's just
Yeah.
it's just your time together. It's a great time to connect.
Yeah. And
Let
it
her
was
know you
cool
love her.
because she's in Congo now. She flew out, so she'll be gone for the next 2, 3 months. So it was good that, her last few memories with me will be good deeds of me driving her around and,
Yeah,
something good to send her off with.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and not for any purpose other than to in divine creation to enjoy that portion of the physical experience.
Mm,
That's what divine creation is. You're creating that experience with the person you're with right now. What are you creating in the physical?
Love, experience.
What do you think, Ronnie? Pretty amazing, isn't it?
Incredible. I'm excited to get that documented because you said something interesting about like I think when you're speaking of divine power and how like I can look for ways to be productive and absolutely do nothing. And that's something I've been talking to my friends about for a while, about how like I have this thing where I'll go to coffee shops like a few times a week and I'm constantly doing something, but not doing anything. You know, it's almost like, and that's been getting to me because I'm like, man, I've been trying to find my niche. I've been trying to find like, okay,
Yeah,
what
don't.
area
It'll come to
in
you.
sports?
You
Yeah.
you don't need to find anything. You just let it come to you.
So
Just let
it's
it come to
liberating
you.
knowing that. It's very
Mm-hmm.
liberating knowing that because I've been stuck in this figure it out, figure it out, figure it out, and it hasn't led to anything. So
And
no.
Yeah.
and and there's nothing to do, Ronnie. There's no assignment. The only just be you. Just
Yeah.
breathe who you are. And as we go along, we're going to go into more and more awareness. Okay. The next
hmm
time we meet, before we meet the next time, what's today? Next week, I will send you your life lessons. Okay. Because there's
hmm
38 different life lesson paths. So, so here you've got this energy you didn't understand, and you can see the disruptions it was causing. You also got these life lessons, and you got this huge blind spot that's created this whole thing with lack of confidence. And we're really going to get into the life lessons because you use this power to step into where those lessons are. You did that when you went for the pastry. You made a choice to be confident. You made a choice to go to another store, another store, another store, which was fine. And you found it. And the whole energy around that experience changed your life. So it's just massive awareness. And you're going
hmm
to see as we go along, you're going to start to see how powerful you are and how to move this. It's going to blow your mind. So be ready for it. Like
I'm already mind blowing.
you can create miracles. Do you know what a miracle is? It's an unexpected event with a positive outcome.
Mm,
That's all a miracle is.
amazing. Wow. What a session.
Pretty trippy, huh?
Incredible. Like, funny thing is, because you changed my perspective on a lot of things. I unsubscribed from a lot of coaching lists, and now I'm even thinking, what? Oh, another question. Well, how do you feel about therapy?
I think it's great. Are you in therapy now?
I was, I haven't done it in a few months because my therapist
Yeah,
said
then
you seem good to
don't.
go.
Yeah, don't. Okay. Okay. Let me tell you the truth. Okay. In the next 6 months, I'm going to take you through 10 years of therapy. How much therapy you worked with a therapist? How would you compare the percentage of what you've achieved in 2 hours with me compared to how many hours with a therapist?
It's not even close. That's why I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not even close. And I've done probably over 50 sessions, or just about, which is
And we've
insane.
done two.
Yeah.
You hear that, Jamie? This is the truth. Like, this is
Wow.
true. Because when you understand energy, you're able to go back to the story that doesn't support you. And you can just rewrite a new story. So he's been to 50 sessions of therapy and gotten more done in 2 hours with me. Did I hear that correctly?
100%.
So Ronnie, tell me what is like, is it an actionability? Is it a connection? Is it Like, what is the
What
difference?
um that's a good question. I'm trying to find the right words. I feel like Bill just has a way of like getting you in tune with your spiritual self, with just connect you further deeper into yourself than what a therapist can do. You know, like a therapist can only go so far almost. You know, it's almost like she's telling you what you want to hear continuously. It's just like it's almost like putting a patch on your bruise, you know,
Yeah.
like putting a patch and it's like you're gonna come back 2 weeks after, patch is gonna open up a little bit more, reattach it, come back 2 weeks after, it's gonna open maybe a bit bigger, reattach it. Whereas like this experience is like it's surgery. It's completely different. It's like you're removing it completely. You're letting it sting you, but you're feeling it and embracing it and saying, it can sting me, you know, but it's okay. I can look at it in the face and say, I can face you versus like just continuously putting a band-aid over it, over it. Now it's just take off the band-aid, look at it in the eye, and just meet each other. You know, like when I first talked to Billy, it's just like even our inner self, it can be your worst enemy. You know, like Ronnie can be his worst enemy. I can, but it's okay. I have to meet him with the tools I need to face you. You know, you could rip the band-aid off and meet each other versus like therapy. It's like you're just putting a band-aid over. You're never really like, I don't know if that explanation makes sense, but
Yeah,
you know,
I took it as like, is like, if there's pain, it's saying, it's basically like the education that there's supposed to be pain and it's life and there's supposed to be pain, but now you are have now you have control over it all instead of trying to avoid it or patch it. And
exactly,
that's gonna like come, it's gonna come anyways. I mean, there's gonna be
exactly,
challenges when we get off this call, and it's like, but you're gonna look at
exactly.
them now as challenges, right? And that's how I see
Hmm.
it too. I'm gonna look at my challenges and I'm gonna use them to my advantage, and I'm also gonna be responsible
Exactly,
for them.
exactly.
And then now you know I would gain clarity, and in that clarity is power, and now I have control, clarity, power. I can
Hmm.
create anything in my life, and really yeah,
Yeah,
and then go deeper than that. But that's inspiring. It's good to see
yeah.
that, like, I don't know, it's the some of your answers, some the explanations you've had about these traits, and these things that my dad's discussing with you, and when we ask you what does that mean and whatnot, I'm surprised at how in tune you are with with all of it and yourself, like right out of the gate, understanding all this language and everything about yourself. It's pretty
What
impressive.
it's
Like,
funny.
you
It's funny
I
you
see
would
Hmm.
say that.
how you are with it.
It's funny you would say that because
Other people
I
love
was
it.
I was just going to ask you two things. One, tell Ronnie what you just saw happen, and two, tell Ronnie what you see when you see Ronnie. Who is he? And
What
Ronnie,
just
I'm going to ask. Yeah, just what Ronnie just experienced, the experience we all just went through,
um
the
just
energetic experience.
it's just transcending, is just is to see you transcend, like, right, like, you know, even seeing like that, the way I saw it is there's a lifetime of this stuff, um that could, have turned into a lot of problems that you created in your life because of
Hmm.
this normal stuff. But I just, to see that kind of like transcendence in like the matter of like, you know, a week
30.
or two meetings, or even just on our call today, like what that can do as you get in tune with it now, that's where, you
Fucking crazy.
anything and
Yeah.
accomplish anything. And it's just like you're just scraping the surface, and it's inspiring for me to see, because I'm usually, here with myself going through it, but it's nice to see it's inspiring and it's motivating, to see,
So
Thank you.
what do you see when you see Ronnie?
I see I see like somebody in control of their entire existence and know who they are, and I see extreme confidence in that.
Yeah.
I don't see you as a confident person, and like physically I just feel the confidence in that, because when you have
Big
that,
difference there.
yeah, it's not like, oh, you look like a confident person. It's just, well, yeah, of course you do, but you're also like, I feel it, and it makes me more confident because you have,
When I feel your confidence, I feel safe.
yeah,
When I see your confidence, I feel scared.
Powerful. Thank you, Jamie.
You're a
Thank you.
really
You guys are
powerful guy,
great.
Ronnie. Ronnie, what do you see in Jamie?
Look at Jamie again. I see someone that is a searcher. It's like he's seeking for just the right answer and just for everything to just align itself. But I sense that like that go getter mentality that like I'm gonna go seek it and reach it by any means necessary.
nice.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, you're both so powerful. And your power isn't about what happens outside of you. Your power is about what happens inside you and how you share that love. And the more you do that, the more your power grows. And, Ronnie, get ready for this, because like Jamie said, we've just scratched the surface, baby. We've just started. We're we're 2 sessions in. By the way, I want to
Incredible.
check with you. I want to check with you on my 100% guarantee. Do you want your money back?
Definitely not.
do do you think, what is the value of this?
Infinite. It's like can't even put a price to it, you know? It's like
You can't put a price on it.
no, you can't. Because it's like I would hope everybody comes to this realization and encounter someone like yourself or Jamie to just get into that deeper sense of their existence, you know, because
The
that's where
deep
happiness comes from.
man, I'm telling you, you're a pretty powerful. You're like, wow, crazy shit's gonna happen with you, man, because you've
That's
got
what
this.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm tripping
Jamie?
on too, honestly, because it's like you've been, yeah, like you've been doing this 6 months. It's like that.
Excuse
No, I want to see, like, I'm excited to see what I learn from you.
it,
Likewise, likewise for
You're
sure.
yeah,
very in tune, and you're gonna like,
we're
yeah, you're gonna
you,
keep it
you've
moving
got
for
a
me.
nickname, Ronnie, and don't take offense to this, but your nickname is PMF, for powerful motherfucker.
Thank you, Bill. I really
Really,
appreciate it, especially
really,
coming from you.
you have an innate understanding. This is what got you here, and the only thing that's keeping you from owning all of it is you. You just have to choose it.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it makes sense now. Makes a lot of sense.
And there's so much more coming. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
much more. And like Jamie just said, we both can't wait to learn from you. We are here to teach each other. I'm not perfect. I just happen to get miserable enough that I committed my life to find out why I did and came on these
Mm-hmm.
answers. And when I found them, I'm like, oh my God, I've got to share this. This is too good. This is it. This is the crowning moment in your life, Ronnie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have the golden crown, understanding this energy. You get to do whatever you want with it. It will get no better. Life can be no better than moving that energy. It's impossible.
Yeah, and it delivers. It's gonna deliver.
It delivers. And we're going to get into the non-physical, the energy side. But on the energy
Mm-hmm.
side, Ronnie,
Mm-hmm.
on the energy side, everything happens at the speed of choice.
Mm.
On the physical side, everything happens in extreme limitation. Because everybody else are in their stories and all their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you now become the observer. But over on the energetic side, it's the speed of choice. This is transformation at the speed of choice. First time I met with Ronnie, I'm like, oh, you just don't have any confidence. And you never will. And he looked at me and he said, what? I said, you'll never have any.
Yeah,
unless
right.
you choose it.
Um,
Unless you choose it. Right, Ronnie?
Yeah.
And what did you do? You chose it.
I said no. Yeah, exactly.
And at the end, I said, yeah, let's go. I don't know if you'll ever have your confidence. He said, oh no, that's taken care of. Let's go to the next thing. Right?
Exactly.
All righty. What questions and ahas do we have? Now, Ronnie, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
if you know anybody else that should be in this group, introduce them to me. Do not tell them what we've done. And here's why. They'll never understand it.
Mm.
You, a week ago, did not have the capacity to understand how you would feel today, did you?
Not even close.
Have you ever felt better in your life?
I haven't. That's why I'm like, man, I don't want to say I wasted my time at therapy. It led me to here, so I'm thankful.
Oh, it's perfect. No, it's
Yeah,
perfect. The therapy gave you the foundation to come in here and move faster. There's nothing wrong with it. But
exactly. Exactly.
here's the difference between therapy and what I do. Okay? Therapy works in the physical.
Mm.
I work in the non-physical. And in the non-physical, you can do anything as fast as you desire.
Mm.
That's the difference. Physical, non-physical. That's why bringing in energy of love is always going to transcend the physical, no matter how shitty it is, for the benefit of all involved.
Mm-hmm.
And you let go of the results. You just show up. You do it with love. You go out. You find the pastry. You go to 4 stores. Come back to have a nice party, never knowing. See what I'd say. They never knew the sacrifice I made. What I would say now is, it's so great. They're never going to know that I'm the one that was responsible for the best dish at the party. That's so cool. Nobody knows it's because I went and found that pastry rather than being seen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do it. Don't be seen. That's when it's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie, what questions or comments?
Let's see. I don't have any actually. We just really, you know,
How was this experience for you?
for me, um, it was great to have like this the beginning of this particular group. And it's just like I'm like really excited now because I just like, can you imagine like the power
Did
and how
you
many lives changed, based
you,
on
you I'm going to
having
do this
somebody
more.
else here too.
This
And
is
yeah, it's great. We're
this is
all,
the first
yeah.
time that this is the first time that I've shown somebody what their divine gifts are in front of somebody else.
Oh
Mm.
wow, I'm honored.
Right?
Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
was great. It was great to have this some of the same. There's
Mm-hmm.
not a ton, but but also just it was great to have but there is still quite a bit. And when we share some of them, um it's pretty powerful because it's really powerful
But
actually to have
you get to
similar.
witness
Yeah, because I can
his
leverage
life
you
change,
and leverage
his
me
life
as
change,
well. Yeah.
his life change right in front of your eyes, didn't it? Ronnie's life.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ronnie?
Love it. Love it. I'm just excited to keep this going and, live in abundance and, impact my community in a positive way and live
Mm-hmm.
what I think and freely. So I love this. Not what I think, but
So
what I feel.
that's it. It's all about what you feel. Remember, you got your clown shoes on. Don't
Hmm.
just look, just go be you, be confident, be loving. People say, hey, what happened? Say, man, I met this guy that I'm working with, and it's like he showed me some things that completely changed my life. Tell me about it. It's like, I can't explain it to you. It's not possible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because you can't explain it.
Mm-hmm.
People ask me. That's why I give a guarantee. Okay. Because if what happened today didn't happen, I'd be giving you back your money. Because I'd have to tell you that you're just not ready to work with me.
Mm-hmm.
It's never happened. but I'm not here to convince you of anything,
Yeah.
right? I'm not
Mm-hmm.
here to convince you. I'm here to introduce you to the sweetest thing in the world, and that thing is called Ronnie.
I love that.
What's your aha for today, Ronnie?
Ooh, everything, everything. Just knowing what my divine gifts are, it sets me in the right direction. And it also reinforces a lot of things that I had in my head that I was unsure of. It gave me clarity that, like, you know what? No, you are a powerful person. You do operate from a certain kind of, because like I'm a clean freak, OCD, and everything
Well,
needs to
that's
be,
divine order. Yeah, you got
yeah,
to cut back on that.
yeah,
You
yeah.
got to bring that back into the middle. If you see if you remain obsessive in cleaning, which is what a person with divine order would do, that's
Mm-hmm.
negative energy. That's an
Mm,
energy of fear.
mm.
Where is it clean enough? Where is it good enough? Where is the
No, that's
energy in
true. That's true.
balance? Right?
Funny enough, this past week, like I did have a moment where I was just like, you know what? Who cares if your room is not perfect? And I just got myself like leaving my clothes on my chair, and I just had to tell myself, who cares? Like it's
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
room. Who cares?
Experience it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah, that
Great.
comes from a confident person. Yeah.
So we're meeting again in 2 weeks,
Okay.
which will be the 30th.
Perfect.
And then next week, I'm going to send you another document about your life lessons, and we're going to talk about those, yours and Jamie's life lessons in the next session. Okay. You
Perfect.
know, your power is determined by what's in front of you. Your power isn't determined by what you have. Your power is determined by how you feel, what's inside of you. That's your power. Whatever's going on in front of you is going to change. Everything's temporary.
So I
But
should
whatever's
never
in
stress about finance, right?
you, your energy, living in your power for both of you guys, that piece in the physical, the
Oh, the
uh
financials reflection.
yeah,
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
no, staying in a grounded realm, focusing on the value of your experience is what's going to create abundance for you. Okay. Misalignment to that will impact you heavily. The grounded realm that teaches you the value of experience. So whatever you're in, whatever's going on, well, wait, what is my next step? What's the value of experience? Okay. You get to choose what you want to do with that experience. You can pause it, you can do whatever, but stay in the physical. That's where for both of you, all the abundance is in the physical. It's not in your heads, is it? You guys have tried that, right? Has it worked?
No, it just seals you up. It freezes
Yeah.
everything. Causes
Exactly.
frustration.
Try it my way. Give my way a try. I think you'll find you'll like it.
Yeah.
It's not my way. This is God's way or the universe's way. I don't know. This is the way that I know that it works. So exciting. I'm so happy for you, Ronnie.
Thank you. I love it and super grateful to you know, get to know both of you and grow with you both and just keep this going.
Yeah, there'll be more people coming into this group, and it's really great, as Jamie pointed out, having other people in the group, because you get to hear that other people are going through the exact same feelings. They're just having a different physical experience. You'll see how these energies play the same with everybody. You know, I mean, here are two of you on different sides of the North America and connecting on divine order and divine creation, and now you know each other like brothers because of that. Jamie knows what you're experiencing, you know what Jamie's experiencing. That's authentic connection.
Yeah, it is the same one, and it's the same stuff.
Cool. We'll see you in 2 weeks, Ronnie. We'll give you you'll get an email from me next week. Just go breathe, man.
Perfect. Will do. Thank y'all.
All right.
Love y'all.
Talk
Talk to you guys
Talk
in
to you
2
later.
weeks.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You're right.